truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool. City lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up, YouTube? Back with another epic topic. Izzybandz. You're delusional. See, the crazy part about this, you know, Izzybandz and his crew come in, stepping up for the black women, coming in and putting it on for the black women. And y'all don't remember all the black women dog walking y'all? Black women been crushing black men in the media for 30-something years, 30 plus years. And they don't like us black men. They like some of us, but most of us they don't like. And we're here, coming here, some white lady put a mask on, you know, and painted her face as black lady, said she's gonna be Halloween a black woman. And now the black men are coming in the outcry, are coming to the rescue like we always do. Just then when it's time to vote. You know, a lot of black men, probably 90% of them wanted to vote for Trump. But the black women said, no, we're going Democrat. The black men followed. Who are the leaders? It seemed like they're the leaders. And then now we want to try to save. Let's see what the reaction is with this, you know, let's stand up for the black woman. Let's see what he gets. Let's see how the black women respond.
Supposed to be the example. So if we continue to allow the propaganda, the lies, the venom to be spewed, how do we believe that we're going to be able to withstand or to go forward?
Is it a lie that black women are vicious? Is that a lie? Where's the lie? Hey, I love my black women too, but they're vicious. A lot of women for other races are really scared of them. I mean, hey, is it a lie?
In modern times.
That is a great explanation. I understand that, but I rebuttal that just one bit and go from the Garden of Eden to the children of Israel in the desert, right? For 40 years. Why was that? Because they were following false idols, idolatry. The women were acting salaciously, provocatively, out of control, and the men were acquiescing to that behavior, you know, right? I see a lot of that in the black community now. You know what I'm saying? Acquiescing to some of the bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? Supporting it, getting behind it. And when there's a repercussion from it, black men step in the way and take bullets. You know what I'm saying? For that repercussion. And to me, I can understand we had a logical reason to do that. Like, okay, these are, like you said, these are our women, right? We married them, we with them, we love them, they with us, you know what I'm saying? We good together. They just happen to come under some heat, right? So, of course, you know what I'm saying? As a man, you step in front of those bullets, in front of that sword. But when they're doing none of that and provoking every other culture of men except for black men, then, you know what I'm saying? Why are we, you know what I'm saying, jumping in the middle of that when you were advocating for the attention of these other men? They didn't give it to you. And now a woman of that culture is coming after you. You know what I'm saying? So why would we step in the middle of that?
Well, we step in the middle of that for dexterity's sake. So the women who are not going to follow, they're going to fall off anyway. It reminded of like Lot's wife in the Bible, right? So the woman, when we put the call out and we're saying, hey, this is how we're going to move forward. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get down. You either get down or you lay down, right? The ones that are not going to follow, they're going to be left behind anyway. At the same time, we don't have to take any bullets or any snares for anybody. We can make a standard and lift up a standard against what's going on and what's happening, though. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Give me 1 second. What's up, True? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So this is what I'm saying, ADS, to make it brief, right? I believe that what you're saying has a large degree of truth to it, right? I'm not, no pun intended. I'm not arguing that. You're not saying anything wrong as far as what has happened, what has transpired. I do believe the execution of what we have to do as men is slightly different, though. The difference is that we have to step forward and we have to set the standard and we have to speak up.
And that's the delusional part. That's where he's delusional. Black women don't give a fuck about that. They don't want you to step up unless you taking over America, nigga. Unless you season the power, nigga. Then they might like, hey, baby. Hey, boo-boo. Well, what you gonna do, nigga? You see what they did to Malcolm X? He's delusional. We need to step up. And do what? Don't talk about the black woman. Don't make fun of our black women, even though they make fun of us. The black men? Black women don't need you, Izzy. And that's what you don't understand. They don't need you to fight their battles. They don't want you to fight their battles, nigga. They're probably like, what is he talking about? Nobody cares about what he thinks. Women do no longer want the assist, black women particularly, no longer want the assistance of black men when it comes to these psychological warfares, this internet shit. They don't want it.
And the women that want to be protected and be under our covering, they fall under our covering. And the women who don't, they just there to fend for themselves. At the same time, we cannot let this go by. And
who's under your covering, nigga? You don't forget you told a story. You asked your girl, what you gonna do? Boo. She said, I'm gonna do me. Boo. You said, I gotta go then. Boo. She said, okay. Boo. Ain't no bitch under your covering.
And allow these people to think that they could get away with this without any repercussion from us, without any.
So what you gonna do is, what you gonna do, nigga? What repercussion you talking about? He talking. He talking. Izzy will be doing another live tomorrow and the rest of this motherfucking week. He's not going to go out here and stand on the front line for that or for anything for that part. It's over, nigga.
Pushback from us without any. This is the classic divide and conquer tactic. Separate the men from the women and allow them to go after our women, and then we just sit back because they're for once they're not dissing us, they're not talking about us. But at the end of the day, if they're talking about our women, they're talking about us. If they're talking about our men, they're talking about us. We gotta take it like everybody else take it.
I say this, Izzy. Let the man they're acquiescing to, getting the benefits of their attention, their time, their energy, and their bodies, defend them.
I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think the majority of black so-called black men think it's funny, Reese, because I didn't find it funny at all. I don't know no men that found it funny, to be honest. Ogun said, nope, you ain't making it. Easy said, hurricane season B. Yeah, be hurricane. What's up, Cash Kid? Even said they had companies to stock exchange. Isaac Newton invested in slavery. Okay. All right. I hate masculine broads. F out of here. I've said it before, 100% of white women at the same time in their lives has wanted black penis in them, 100% of them. Damn. Christopher Rebel said, I call that atomism, look it up, is the blaming of women when the man was with God and the tree, the largest, and knew what God rule was. Shout out to Christopher Rebel. What say you, Truth, on the subject?
And we're talking about the blackface thing, right?
But give me 1 second. Her first said, I do not see black men outraged by white women actions. Hello. Hello. You do see it. You're seeing it now. I'm speaking. That's what I'm speaking about. Go ahead, True.
Yeah. Because I'm not moved emotionally about, anything other than this, as far as I don't take vitriol to other things, I'm not going to take vitriol for this. I look at it as a tactic for attention. And the more we bring, awareness to this situation, the more attention this ignorant person is going to get, whether they are of a different color or ethnicity, period. As far as the other comments that I heard you guys make about, black women, we already know how they are viewed. The problem is, I don't think they know how they are viewed amongst the masses. And that's probably what's so alarming, that, here you have a Caucasian woman speaking badly about black women. And I think the alarm is, it's like, okay, so you're doing something, racial in these times, which we clearly know what that means. And then the things out that you're saying out of your mouth, we clearly see that it's racially motivated, because you intentionally did it. And I think the outcry is, I guess, black women didn't believe, like.
But this nigga here called me a nigger. He called me the hard ER a few days ago. Young Thug dropped the album talking about the hard ER. We sort of the same way we treat each other. Now we mad because somebody else do it. This is total hypocrisy.
White women looked at him this way because it's supposed to be a woman thing. Usually, if it's a woman's plight, women come together. It doesn't matter what race or ethnicity. And then you guys was talking about, are we going to get rid of those that are not, I guess you would say, part of the overall plan? The question is, would y'all really be willing to do that? That's the thing. And I don't think majority of people is not willing to, what I call, exile those people that is not part of family and community. That's the thing.
Well, you don't really have to exile them in the sense of do anything physical to them. All you have to do is walk away and turn your back on them and get with like-minded people who believe and operate the way you do. What's up, Scrap Skrilla? That's one thing. The second thing is, as far as them not knowing shit historically, they know. That's why there's so much. You don't realize. I disagree with you. There's a tremendous amount of vitriol, generally speaking, between black women and white women. A tremendous amount. Most black women that I know, and again, it's anecdotal, do not rock with white women at all. Right? in word and deed. They don't collaborate. They don't rock with them. They don't align with them. They don't see eye to eye with them. Most black women that I know of do not rock with white women. So I would disagree on that point, and I would say that I think it's an inherent thing. It's a thing that they understand, and they know that they're not on the same side. At the same time, I do believe for whatever strange reason, which I cannot figure out, a lot of so-called black women do believe that there's some kind of benefit in this feminism thing, which I can't see at all for them. I don't see any benefit at all for them at all.
I think it's because it's they're looking at quantity. So you're talking about we already know the Caucasian population in the United States make a majority of the population. So it's like the old additive, strength in numbers. So we have a large number with Caucasian women aligned with black women, and then they see how Caucasian women can get things moving. Feminism, for example. We see how when they make an outcry, certain laws, certain changes, in environment, even amongst powerful men, they are seen to able to move the needle. So that's why they look at them as a benefit to their overall cause, because they like, hey, even though these people clearly don't like me, clearly will backhand.
So-called black women specifically, not other women, black women in specific.
I can give you a few answers on that if you would like to hear them.
Absolutely. I'm interested.
It prioritizes white-centric female issues. It's historically exclusion and tokenism, right? It's more tokenism and symbology for black women than it is actual policy or presentation. It ignores intersexuality. You know what I'm saying?
Balance or equality inside of divine order. Divine order has specific instructions, a specific code, a specific order for things, and how that order is supposed to be conveniently carried out. Feminism disrupts that order and brings chaos and confusion into something that is.
Okay. Okay, Reese, come up here and tell us what feminism is then. You're more than welcome to come up here and tell us what feminism. We're men. So any ladies that want to come up here, you're more than welcome to come up here. We can have the conversation. Respect the gentlemen. I will make sure we respect you. And I think these gentlemen up here are respectful. So they'll respect you, respect them. And then let's have the conversation. Y'all support the show in the meantime, between time, so we can keep our show going. Shout out to Living Humbly. They concealed the Jake Paul. Oh, yeah, they canceled the Jake Paul, Tank Davis fight due to allegations by Tank's ex. Yeah, I saw it. It seems like every week they're trying to take another one of us down. I don't know. It ain't no telling. But yeah.
That's to me, if he out of place in those allegations of truth, that ain't got nothing to do with they trying to take us down. That man out of place.
Yeah. How? Like how? How? This is literally an upliftment of the women, and we just made the delineation. The two similarities are going to repel each other, right? So it takes masculinity and femininity, and it's like a socket in a plug. It's going to fit into each other perfectly. And so the more that feminism preaches, like he said, equality, the more that feminism teaches liberalism and just the ability to do what you want because you want to do it, however you want to do it, the more it absolutely destroys men, and it destroys the family structure and family order. It absolutely is destructive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a little bit to add to all that, right? I like what Truth said about the confusion and order thing, because what it does is inject way too much nuance and way too much, minuscule type of, how you say, minutia, right, into the mix dealing with that particular order when it comes to women. It's too puffy, too cloudy, and too selectively based on what they desire versus what they actually need.
Correct.
So it's that's part of the biggest downfall. Now for Tank Davis, I mean, I say there's another cash grab. This is an ex-girlfriend again crying about this. That's one thing that feminism did enable. Feminism Wave 5 was that women now could directly attack men's pockets, right, in civil lawsuits versus having to go to a legal system. That's another kind of discounting point to it, right? It's just we'll allow you to rob the black guys for the most part, as long as you keep following us, right? So those are just points and pieces of that from my perspective.
But you know what's crazy, right? Her way first. And this is ridiculous, right? Because the literal purpose of this stream is to speak up for black women in the face of white women. This is literally the purpose of the stream. However, it was introduced and interjected by my sister Reese, that I gave the invitation to person come up and she will be protected to have the conversation about feminism and how feminism isn't nothing wrong. So now we're engaging with y'all and having the conversation. So you have devolved the conversation to, so y'all just whining about black women that hurt you in middle school. How? Like how? This is literally an upliftment of the women. And we just made the delineation that the women that want to follow and be protected will be protected.
They don't want you to uplift them, nigga. They don't want your support. Don't you get it? Oh, you think you finna put a cape on all of a sudden and say, oh, well, hey, you know, why y'all talking about our black women like that? And then the black women gonna say, oh, Izzy, let us come and be you are hero. No, they like, what the fuck you talking about? You did a whole show to uplift them and they tell you shut up. And this is the delusion of black men. We think that, oh, well, you know, as long as we support them, that they're going to want to be coming back to us. They're not coming back, nigga. Unless you take it over America, right? Unless you take it out White House and turn it to a black house, it's a wrap. That's the way it is. And that's why they're trying to check it.
And we as men should stand up regardless, is what I'm saying. And then the woman that won't. And then feminism was interjected, so that's why we're having this portion of the conversation. But up until an hour and 15 minutes ago, everything has been about the protection, proliferation, and preservation of our women. But now all of a sudden it's devolved into we're whining about women that hurt us in middle school. How does you can't make this
how they
up.
react to the truth. This is the thing about it that's really kind of critical, and I think that we all need to listen to. They're so dismissive of everything we say about them that they don't like super dismissive, right? Like, you know, so what? You said it, right? We don't care. We don't care. We can, we independent, not understanding that they're self-sufficient. You know, right? Oh, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no man. Who go check me, boo? All that stuff falls in line with their behavior, you know, right? It's counterintuitive and non-productive. It's really just a waste of energy, effort, and life. You know what I'm saying? Because these same women will be single at the age of 45, 46 years old with the same attitude they had in their 20s because they never took the time to even listen to men or to grow up or understand that you're working with another person here, right? Instead, what they'll do is deny that, you know what I'm saying, call that, and then from there, just do what they do, which is this right here, is being dismissive of what men say.
But this is the thing, though, and this is what makes it hard, ladies. Let me just say, a shout out to you, Reese. I heard you say you come up as soon as you get to a quieter place. Salute to you. I appreciate you. You're more than welcome to come up. But this is the thing, Reese. We're not lying about feminism. We only can speak from our perspective as men. So y'all the ladies are more than welcome to come up, like you said you would, but y'all are more than welcome to come up and speak your piece as well. We don't mind hearing from you. We may agree or disagree. We don't mind hearing from y'all. We only
see, and this is what Izzy has to learn. If you're going to support black women, you definitely can't talk about feminism. Because we know feminism is a direct attack on men. So anytime that you talk, oh yeah, we're going to do this support, we're here to support the black woman, and then you're talking in the middle of supporting black women, you're bringing up feminism, then you're kind of contradicting yourself, right? Because feminism is a direct attack on men. It's a thing to put them in man's equal or better.
Only could speak from our perspective. But this is what makes it so difficult, and this is what makes a lot of the manosphere men right. Because we'll have these conversations, we'll be trying to protect y'all be trying to fight us for trying to protect y'all, and then we look utterly crazy to these men. These men are like, see what y'all get? Y'all looking for them Scooby snacks, ain't you? And we're not looking for Scooby snacks, and we're not looking for validation. At the same time, we're doing what a man is supposed to do, which is protect his people. At the same time, y'all loud, wrong women be getting in the way. Get out the way so the good woman can be protected. Get out the way. Let me read this real quick. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Jasmine. Thank you for the $2. She said, did that mindset come from feminism or baby boomers? Interesting question. Go ahead, fam. You can say what you're saying. Shout out. Thank you, Jasmine.
I was going to reply to her way first, right? My father said, do not let any man rule me, and he is right. What do you pay women to be on your panel? Let's go back up. The manosphere is lots
No
of
attention.
crying. I have a father that does not whine. Well, be with your daddy.
Damn.
Be with your daddy. If he's such a good man, be with him.
Damn, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but that's cold. But hey, whatever. All right, listen. I pay you no mind to be up on the panel. What you mean? What I pay to be up on the panel? No mind, no attention. What are you talking about? Like what? What?
See, this right here is what exactly I'm talking about. This is why I said it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. And this
Feminism is a religion. It is an ideology formed to catapult women into the arena with men. It is a ladder for women to climb to try to be on the same level or higher than men. That's what feminism is in a nutshell. But then you're saying on your platform, you're here to support Black women. Both can't be true. You can't say, oh, we're here to support Black women, but then point out the facts of feminism. Because now the Black woman's taking it as you're saying you need not to follow this feminism. You need to go back to tradition. And that's why they're attacking you, Izzy, because if you want to support them, you got to stick with that. You can't even if somebody interjects a feminism point, you can't deviate your show to that because now you are attacking their religion and what they believe and saying, oh, well, yeah, we don't agree with feminism, but we're here to support Black women. And you can't do both. If you support Black women, or if any man supports their women, and then they want a union, they have to support feminism. And that's a whole fact. Because religion is feminism. That is their coming out party. So you can't do both things. You can't say we having a celebration of women, but we disagree with feminism. That is a direct attack on their religion. It is a religion.
It's what happens when disorder is promoted. Because even when you're trying to do the right thing, and like you said, we're sharing our ideals about the situation, how we see it. Nobody said, like Iz said, nobody up here is right or wrong. We're sharing how we look at the situation, which is feminism, and how it is not even beneficial to you guys. The reason why we're fighting against feminism.
Duh. And that's the pushback. That's why the women in the chat are pushing back. You're sitting here trying to tell women what's good for them. Women don't want to hear that shit. They think, in their minds, they want to say what's good for them, their own selves. They want to be able to wear the dress they want to wear. They want to be able to get the job that they want to get. They want to be able to vote when election time comes. This is what they want.
Is because we believe it's detrimental to you. And we're trying to even protect you from yourselves.
And now you're going to create an instant argument.
Which you are upset about that as well. And it goes into what I think it was, was it is or ADS? One of you guys has said, God dang on it, I forgot.
So good.
Well, welcome.
What's up, Uncle Jeff? What say you, family? How you doing?
Hey, man. First off, y'all hear me good? I'm wrestling with this damn sound over here.
Yeah, you sound good. We can hear you good.
We are in a gender war, and the white woman just took a shot at another woman of a different race in the midst of a gender war with men.
Number one, I think that remember I told you this before, I wrote it in the chat. Whenever you defend a black woman in conversation, inevitably one of them is gonna make you pay for it. Somebody gonna make you pay for it. When you step up and go, no, wait a minute, the sister is right about so-and-so, bruh, either her or somebody else is going to find a way to be combative with you while you're agreeing. Because the whole point is this. Welcome to Red Lobster, may I help you? Yeah, I'll have some shrimp scampi with drawn butter and garlic bread, and this bitch just wants to argue. That's really what it comes down to, brother.
Reese, I spent the whole first beginning of the stream defending black women. Reese, me. That's who's defending black women, me. But if you, and I apologize, Uncle Jeff. I'm defending black women, and really True was to, and ADS to a little lesser degree, but it still was, right? But at the end of the day, when you ask us about feminism, none of us think that feminism is a good thing. Like, we think that y'all should have the right to vote.
And that's the thing, Izzy. The feminism is their religion. So what they're really telling you is, if you're going to support us about this white woman painting her face black, are you going to support feminism too? They want it all, Izzy. They don't just want you to defend them about that situation. That's why they asked the question. It was a bait. It was a bait and switch. If you guys came out and said feminism is good for you guys, then the support would have been unified and they would have probably super chatted you. But because you said, oh, well, we're defending black women today because we don't like other races to talk about them in the media, and they send you a question and say, well, what do you think about feminism? And then you say, well, we don't think feminism is good for you, then they don't honor your support at all. They're not, everything you said before that was null and void because you did not support feminism. Feminism is a universal religion for women, and they stand on that. To them, that's more important than you stand up for them because some lady painted her face black. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't ask you the question, Izzy, what do you think about feminism? Because What they're saying is, are you coming over to their side? And once you denied, they denied you.
Most of us, we think that y'all should be able to have property and work and earn a decent wage and have a license and be able to you know, whatever the case may be. We agree with that. But as far as this whole thing of being able to usurp the authority of your man or usurp your man in the household or take over a situation, I don't think any of us is in accord with that.
Now, once again, now you wage war because you now are going against their religion, is he? And I know you don't mean it that way, Izzy, but that's the way they're taking it.
Because that's not in divine accord. So that's where you get the difference and the nuance. But we don't have a problem with y'all having rights or equal rights or being able to do the things that you should be able to do as a human being. We don't have no problem.
Can I get next?
And this is where black men are delusional because we think there's no gender war. We think, hey, we're going to come out and support you on this lady ridiculing you. But the women are more concerned about what do you think about feminism? Black women say, hey, what do you think about feminism? And you say, well, we don't think feminism is good for you. That is a direct attack on the way they believe. And if you attack someone's belief, typically you don't mess with them, you don't like them, and they don't want your support. Many friendships and many relationships have been broken up over support of one's belief. Believe that.
Is he really quick?
Yeah, after Uncle
right
Jeff.
back.
Yeah, after Uncle Jeff. He just I cut him off, and you're next. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff. My bad.
No. I don't even trip. I don't trip. Let's talk about feminism for a hot minute. And I pose this question to all sisters. And this question, like you said, this has nothing to do with feminism. So allow me to speak on something that has nothing to do with nothing, but I'd certainly like opinion. What do you think is owed to you as Black women who have been wronged by a white woman from feminism? What should they say? And why or why shouldn't they say it? I'd like that question answered. I'll leave my time with that. Yeah, why or why shouldn't feminism have to speak up when this white woman has come against a black women, and you are women first? Remember, you're not black first, you're women first. So as women first, you've been wronged. The feminist movement exists. Why should they or why should they not speak up for you right now? And if you answer any other questions, if you make any other comments in the chat, just understand that deep down in your soul tonight, when it's quiet, you know that you are as full of shit as a Christmas turkey is full of dressing.
Hey, so Bridget,
I remember.
Wait, hold on real quick. I apologize because AD has asked to be next. So
Okay.
he can defer his time if he like, but give me 1 second and then get back. But Bridget, it's not that we're not. Listen, the invitation is on the table for all you ladies to come up. You don't have to be cammed up. I just gotta make sure that you're not gonna corn bomb me, and I just gotta make sure that you're not gonna say nothing crazy. You ladies are more than welcome to come up and speak for yourselves. We're not trying to speak for you. What we're saying, what I was saying, and the premise of the show is that I don't want y'all to be dogged out in the media. I don't want y'all to be demonized and victimized. I don't want y'all to face these snares and darts. At the same time, it seems like some of y'all want to. I don't know. Go ahead, ADS. Like my Uncle Jeff said, I can't tell you what it is. I could just tell you what it looked like.
Come on.
And that's what they're trying to tell you. You got it. They want to do it. They don't want you. What they're telling you is help the bear. Don't help them. They don't want, Black women do not want your help in this regard. Not if you're not going to support feminism. And let's be clear of that. If you're going to come to support Izzy, you have to come to the other side. You have to support feminism. Because it's their religion. It's the way they believe. These women are sold out for that. And if you men think that you just can come in, support your women, and don't support feminism, you got another thing coming. Women want that power. Women want all those things feminism has given them. They feel it's a win. And this is what black men have to understand. Your black women are not going to accept your support if you do not support everything they believe. That's feminism, equality, whatever it is. Simple. You can't say, oh, well, we're coming to have we'll uplift our black women today because we don't want our black women to be made fun of in the media. We don't want other people talking down on our black women. And the black women are listening and saying, okay, so do you support feminism? And you say no, nigga, that support is null and void. They don't want none of that shit. You might as well go ahead and join the fist fight. Because they don't want to hear shit you got to say. Now you're an enemy. Feminism is a religion. Feminism is a way of life. These women believe in that shit. And if you do not support that, and you're talking about you're going to show support, then you might as well don't support at all. Watch in silence, root in silence, love them from a distance. That's what it's going to have to be. Because you think you're going to do one stream, or because of a controversial situation to support black women, and that's good enough for them. They don't want to hear that shit. Do you support feminism, nigga? That's all they would care about. That's all they care about. Do you support feminism? That's what they asked you. You said, oh, yeah, the white lady painted her face black. She was wrong. We don't want the white women to do that. We don't want other people to do that. And the black woman asked you, do you support feminism? And you said, no. Boom. Your shit. You're like you don't. Hey, everything you say from here on out is on deaf ears.
Okay, yes, what say you?
I just want to say this, and this is to whoever's listening, right? For someone who's got money, at least they quote unquote say they have money, to constantly be asking for money in the chat, to me tells me that you a broke bitch. You broke.
Why you doing that, man? Don't do that. Listen, it's all good.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, I know ADS did. I'm not ADS. You got to do it.
I remember what I had to say is.
Go ahead, sir. You got it.
Yeah. Remember someone had made a comment about the middle school thing. Now, as for me, when I was in middle school, I was not really worried about, girls then. I was playing sports. I was worried about getting my grades, doing well, and I was getting my first job and everything. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have no woman that in middle school hurt me. I didn't have really trouble with getting women. I'm pretty sure the other gentleman will say.
Okay, so we do have to understand women do not want direct protection from men. And what I mean by that is, I would say indirect protection. What I mean by that is, what women are saying, if you're not going to support the ideology in which they believe in, then they don't want to hear shit you got to say. They don't want your protection. They don't want nothing from you. but your money. They'll take your money. So what women are basically saying, they want you to bow down to their religion. And that's the only offer that they will accept as protection. Well, look, boo, I'm going to protect you by supporting your feminism. Boom, I guarantee you, they will come to your channel and they will drown it. But the moment you say you don't like feminism, you might as well just say, we're not here to support you. And this is this is where we have to kind of bridge the gap as men, right? To understand what these women's plight is, right? Because really, is feminism that important? Do you really need feminism? Do you really need to be equal with men? Do you really need to be on a man's level? I mean, do you really need all that? So why are these women fighting so hard for that feminism, for that power? They want control. Because they could just be feminine and they still get all the money. They still get niggas to take care of them. They don't have to fight for that. All they got to do is be feminine, smile a lot. Some dude's going to pick them up and take care of them. Especially if they're pretty. Or especially if they have a personality. They don't have to fight for equality when they can get treated like someone of importance. So if women are willing to sacrifice potentially getting a lifestyle from a man and a man being their caretaker to get equality, to be independent, that tells you that they really don't fuck with us like that. They only fuck with us for what they want from us. That's what they're saying. The women know all they got to do is chill out, kick back, smile. They know they get a dude like that. Their options are by the thousands. The average woman has between 500 to 600 options. Even if she's not that attractive, even if she's average, she still got 200-300 options. So why is there fighting for equality? Why do they want to fight for something that they don't have to fight for? When all they got to do is just be chill. Because we know they don't want to grab the gun and start shooting up shit. We know they won't do that. We know they don't really want to get to the physical part of it. So why are they fighting so hard for the psychological part? Because they want to rule over man. They want the power of us. They want us to bow down to them. That's what they want. They want to rule. They want to be her. And you ain't shit. That's why they're fighting. That's why feminism is so important to them. That's why they don't want to give that power up, because they want to rule it. They want to take over. This is what you call a low key. Low key. This is like they're trying to take over. It seemed like to me.
Say the same sentiments. I'm pretty sure, like how you keep saying manosphere, nobody up here is manosphere. I know I'm not. I know for a fact Izzy is. I can't speak for the other gentleman. I'm not going to say that, but I know men is not manosphere.
Uncle Jeff.
What is manosphere?
I
What does that mean?
don't.
Yes, Uncle Jeff isn't either.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
okay, well,
Okay, then
yeah.
if his is not, I'm not. Then
Yeah,
shit.
okay, Uncle Jeff isn't evil.
No.
So the
I don't think
manosphere,
ADS is ADS. You're not manosphere, are you? You don't consider yourself manosphere, do you? ADS?
Oh, I didn't even know it was a bad word.
No, it's not a bad word. It's just that
What does it mean to say I am or am not manosphere?
well, black manosphere, according to the homie, he said that they prioritize the rights of men, which is not we all do that, but it's to the sense of the neglect, the disrespect, and the focus on the women, B-dubs in specific, that mistreated and did them dirty. That's a specific target. It's not about
okay.
the system. It's not about anything else. It's about the B-dub and what the B-dub done. Yes.
Okay, can I say that I am?
Black women don't want us to be their heroes. Black women don't want us to be our heroes. They don't want us to be heroes for them. They want us to either take over this country or get the fuck out their way. Simple.
Because I don't give a damn what the chat monkeys think. So yes, I am for the chat monkeys.
that right.
For y'all know. For the chat monkeys, yes, I am. Please make a picture of me and throw dartboards at throw darts.
That's why I was stating it, because look what she said: manosphere bashes women and do not like women to have any rights. Is just got finished saying up here, which we agree that we don't mind women having rights.
Right.
I don't understand what's going on.
Right. Well, you know, don't give them too much credit. Go ahead, ADS. What you saying?
I just don't get it.
I like to say this. You know, when it comes to the manosphere itself, I wouldn't say I exactly line up with them perfectly, red pill. I think a lot of the manosphere is just natural male instinct.
What's up, IB Wody? How you doing, sir? Hit the like button. But yeah, here's the thing, and I just want to make this clear. This attempt for Izzy, see, Izzy's trying an attempt to build a bridge between black men and black women again. So he doing a stream to come out and support black women in the attack on them by the white woman. As you know, the white girl painted her face black and was ridiculing black women. So Izzy dedicates a stream to support black women and said that we do not support any outside ridicule of black women. And while in the middle of him giving his support, a black woman asks him, how does he feel about feminism? And Izzy and the panel didn't respond and say they do not agree with feminism in large part because of the division it caused between black men and white men, black men and black women. And then they called him, you're trash. Fuck your support. We don't want your support. Y'all whining, y'all crying. The women introduced the feminism question, which was what you call a bait and switch. It was a trap question. When the women asked Izzy about feminism, what they were saying to him was, we don't care about your support unless you're going to support ideology or belief. And this is where the gender war exists. And I hate to say it, the gender war exists in the women's plight to become equal or even better than men. And this is what feminism has opened up the door for them in their mind to have a chance to do this. So another women Another woman making fun of wearing blackface and all that, they don't care about that. That doesn't bother them at all. And black men coming down and showing support for them, they don't care about that shit at all either. Unless you're supporting feminism. And this is just a fact. And this is the delusion of black men, right? Black men are delusional to think that all of a sudden that black men and black men been beefing. Oprah and etc. women have been dog walking black men in the media for years. Cynthia G came out and said black babies need to be deleted. The Queen Maker said black men ain't shit and are incapable of love. And there is a movement, a large underground movement of a lot of black women anti-black men. So in women's minds, their biggest threat is not a white woman painting her face black. They don't look at that as a threat. Their biggest threat is a man because they need him out the way so they can have the power. This is what feminism represents, the takeover. And every time the simp nation, every time the simp nation step in, every time the betas step up and fall back, every time the pro-women men step up and say, we're going to support women, they're going to dog walk you with that feminism. And their support is you need to support the ideology of feminism. This is why the divorce rate's where it's at. Once again, this is why the divorce rate is 800,000 a year. And women are leading the files. Women are leading the paperwork. They're leaving because they want to be free from the authority of a man or the presence of a man.
Right? That's what men do. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you really don't like the manosphere, quit feminism, because the manosphere was a direct response to feminism.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, quit being a feminist, and we'll leave it alone.
Fair enough. So I guess my man ADS has been a fit. What about you, Robert Watkins? What say you, brothers? Would you consider yourself manosphere, or what would you consider yourself?
No, I wouldn't consider myself manosphere, no.
Okay. Well, okay, cool. Did you want to add anything before we moved on?
Oh, what made me get on was what Uncle Jeff said about I don't know if you want to get into it now. I don't know.
Go ahead, you got it. But as long as you don't say no F, hold on real quick. As long as you don't say no F bombs, because F bombs is $5 per.
No, I ain't gonna cuss, man. I just finished.
All right, go ahead. You got it. You got the floor. Go ahead.
Uncle Jeff. I got on just because what you said about you want a woman to come up and tell you what you did wrong with the blackface woman. That's like a woman issue. I want to make sure I got you right, Uncle Jeff, before I go further.
Okay, what are you asking me?
Like I feel like you said. I feel.
Robert, give me 1 quick second. Let me just make sure this is Reese. Reese, is this you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's you. All right, how you doing today, sis?
Good. How you doing? Hi, everybody.
Hey, Sister Reese.
All right, let go ahead, Robert. You got it, and you got it after Robert, Reese. Go ahead.
My impression of what you said, because I just sat down and was listening, it felt like you said it's a woman issue, and why are you mad at me? Talk to that woman.
Which issue?
No, just the idea of that woman wearing blackface.
Oh, the woman wearing blackface. It isn't it's entirely a black issue. The first part of it is not being shocked by it, not being shocked by white female, and this isn't racism, this is bigotry, but not being shocked. Some of the most cruel slave owners were white females.
Mhm.
The only woman.
Sometimes we give racism a gender. That's a mistake.
Mhm.
B.
I disagree with that.
Okay, we can stop there. I don't want to do whatever we're doing is. I want to do it in whatever order. We can stop.
No, I think you said the first thing and then you backtrack. Women.
What do you mean?
White women are the most evil people on the earth.
Who?
White women.
Oh yeah, white woman. Yeah, he's saying that.
I've never said anything different.
He agrees with that.
Backtracking, and you said
from what? From what? From the time that I said white women was great. When did I say?
I think I'll make a hyperbolic statement.
Yeah.
I think white women originate evil.
They might.
That's fair.
That's okay.
I don't know about originate evil
from their womb. Like they birth evil. They birth evil.
Well, that's hard to argue.
Well, no, I can't be that hyperbolic with it. I think that there's some. I think that I could see how white women would be kind of the most diabolical woman, because I agree with that, because I said that the most treacherous woman. However, I would say there's some good white people and white women. There's some really good white women, and there's some good black women. So I can't just say just because they're a white woman means that they're gonna do some bad things or be bad. So that's why I got part ways with you. Go ahead, Robert.
And I don't know what is this. This again. This is argument for argument's sake. I don't know what we disagree about. What do we disagree about? Let's get right to it.
That you think that the black women have to own this by themselves.
He never said that,
bruh.
Oh,
this is what
I'll listen because the women.
This is what he's aiming at. Let's get at what he's aiming at.
I think you're gonna be shocked.
Jeff, I got you. He never said that though, Robert Watkins. He never said that, bro.
Look, I just want to see. I want to see because Uncle Jeff, this is a continuation from last night.
Yes.
Conversation last night.
Right.
So I want to see how it ends up for you. That's all I'm saying.
I wasn't there. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know even what the conversation.
I'd love to tee it up. I'd love to tee it up.
Well, okay. Hold on. Let me let Reese get in there first, and then I'll let you tee it up after that. Go ahead, Reese.
There'll be no need.
Well,
why is that?
Hmm?
Why is that, Jeff? Because I had already told her she was right after Robert.
Okay. Why? Well, do what you do because of it needs to be put exactly in context in order for it to make sense, and we're going to go down a road of it out of context right now.
I mean, no disrespect, Uncle
Jeff. Hold on, Robert. Come on. I got you. Hold on. Reese, if you would.
At an elderly wrong.
Reese is in the car. What if everybody can mute real quick? Give me 1 second. Reese,
yeah, I'm not long-winded either. Because I just wanted to chime in with Robert said. Yeah, like this is a continuation from last night. Uncle Jeff was saying that this white woman did this because there's certain black women out here that perpetuate the stereotypes that she was putting out. So that's the reason why, like, we give her the ammo to do things like this. Also, I just want to know how, like, what does this have to do with feminism at all in any way? I don't get it. If anything, I feel like black men disrespecting black women the way they do is the reason why everybody else feels like they can come online and disrespect us.
Well, okay, so
they're disrespecting.
Hold on, real quick, ADS. Hold on, real quick, because that's three different scenarios. So give me 1 second. Allow Uncle Jeff to clarify, because y'all brought up last night first. I wasn't there. I don't even know where y'all were at. I don't know what y'all talking about. So let me let Jeff clarify that. Then let me address what you said, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, Jeff. What are you saying?
I'm only going to try it uninterrupted twice, then I'm going to leave it alone. Number one, that is closer to Jupiter than what I said. I never said that this white woman did what she did because black women do what they do. What I said, and this is, and again is, this is why I said, let me set this up before it's put out of context. A, this is everybody's problem. B, the reason that the men, they were talking about why men were aligning with this woman, why dudes were saying, yeah, well, that's what they do. I said it is because these men, unfortunately, should not, said that last night, align themselves with this white woman's rhetoric. The reason not the excuse. The reason that they do it is because they are angry and embarrassed by the behavior of a few of you that makes the rest of you look bad. This was misconstrued. This was twisted. And then I said, this is a problem that Black women should be out in front of first. But you do not do enough to separate yourselves from the women that they are talking about. And that the good Black women are good Black women's worst enemy because they don't do that. They should ostracize these horrible heifers, is what I said. Because there's nobody in my orbit, not my wife, not my mother-in-law, not my sister-in-law, not my nieces, not my cousins. I just gave you a short school bus full of classy sisters that do not fit this description, and I know more. The problem is you don't do enough to separate yourself from them. That's what I said. That's what I mean. I don't know what part of that excuses this white woman. I don't know what part of that is. How long have you ever known me to ever take the side of white people talking shit about Black people ever?
Well, that's not true, because the reason why she's doing this is not because anything that Black women do. She is
I
a
didn't say
racist
that.
that does not like Black women.
I
You just
never
said it.
said that.
Hold on, well, let me finish.
You was uninterrupted.
Right.
Let it go. Go ahead, Reese. Go ahead.
Yeah, because that's the point. That's things that racists say. Oh, well, N-word doesn't mean Black. Anybody could be an N-word. It just means ignorant. Basically, well, the reason why Black men are chiming into it is because y'all not separating yourselves. No, Black men feel that the Black men that are laughing about this, they agree. They think funny. They're happy that it happened. And she did it because she's racist or just doesn't like Black women. But Black men are not chiming in and laughing and kikiing because Black women won't separate themselves from this. No.
I didn't say that.
Well,
I don't
okay.
know how you heard that.
I got you. So hold on real quick. So I got you. So Reese, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is, and Jeff does not agree with it. He's not justifying it. What he's saying is the reason why some of these dudes are doing it is because of such and such, and it's not giving them the excuse to do it. It doesn't mean that's justified. It doesn't mean that's right. It doesn't mean that they should. He's just he said that he just gave that as a reason. Can you understand that?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't agree. I feel like that is what he's saying.
Yeah, man.
There's a reason for why. There's a reason for why Black men are doing anything. But
Y'all might as well came out and said we support feminism, and she would understand everything you said.
But defending or not even because I know Black men ain't gonna defend Black women, but just not even say anything. The thing is, like earlier you were saying Black women should be on the front lines of this. Black women are unbothered. Black women don't have to respond to this at all. And the thing is, when you have the group of men that look like you posting up, going live and then laughing, making montages of different white women and white people doing blackface and laughing about it, it's like, why would Black women say anything?
And this is where the divide is, right? Because Black women feel that Black men make fun of them all the time. By the fact they think that Black men talk down to them and talk shit on them all the time. So this support that Izzy's trying to show to them, he's not supporting them, because if you're speaking against feminism, you're speaking against them. And that's what Izzy and Uncle Jeff and them don't understand. That's why they're looking past the white girl doing that.
We know the men that look like us are gonna come in and side with this woman like they did.
Okay, so what about Reese? What about all the so-called black men that speak up on y'all behalf and speak up against this? Because it is disgusting. I've heard at least 3 other black men speak up against this myself. So what about those men?
Well, I mean, those men are appreciated, but I haven't, this this is probably the second stream that I've heard, cover in this type of, I guess, manner. But then we have Uncle Jeff come up here and say the things that he says. So, like, this is how the conversation always takes a turn like this. For some reason, the finger's being pointed back towards black women. Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, mentioning that black women don't separate themselves from whatever you want to, like, negative black women has nothing to do with nothing. Like, it has nothing to do with anything.
Well, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. When you just said, and Robert, I see you, you're next. When you just said that this is not a black women problem, black women don't have to say anything or do anything. I was kind of alerted by that. So in this particular
I
case,
didn't say it's not a black woman problem. I said black women don't have to respond to this. For one,
okay,
we're not really bothered by it. I think something that I'm
why?
bothered by, and I heard a lot of black women are bothered by, is black men's response to it.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
But what she doing is saying, we don't care about what the white women say. It's about you. You need to come out and support feminism. That's what she's saying. But the moment y'all said we don't agree with feminism, once again, she's making it about black men and black women, even though a white woman is the one who came out and did the ridicule. If you listen to it carefully, it's all about black men. Well, y'all came out and did this. Well, y'all came and did that. That's because she's not looking for a solution with the white girls, because she don't really care about that. But what they're on is they want black men. See, let's have this conversation. The white men have already submitted to the white women. They bucking. Asian men is getting dog walked by the Asian woman easily. Right? The last one who ain't coming in, who's bucking the system, still is the black man. We're the only one that we're not in full compliance, and black women want us to be in compliance with feminism, and then we can live and we can move forward. That's what it is. The black women want you to comply to their belief of feminism movement, and they want you to accept it and embrace it, because it's who they are. It's what they want. It's what they agree with. And if you don't, either you with them or you against them. That's what they're saying. Either you with us or against us. Fuck that black woman, white man. Fuck that white girl putting a black face on. Do you support feminism, nigga? And that's what the fuck all she cares about. That's all they care about. The black women want the black men to submit fully. Fully. They already know y'all simps. They already know betas. Now they're moving for the kill shot. Are you going to come out and bow down to feminism and call her the black goddess? The black goddess. That's what she wants. That's what these black women want.
Why aren't black women bothered by this? Because I was disturbed by this. So why aren't black women disturbed by this?
Because we're used to it. Because black women are always shit on constantly, 100% of the time, 24/7. So, I mean, we're not going to swing at everything. I mean, it's not, for one, her jokes weren't hitting on nothing. It wasn't funny. And it's typical. Like, why would we be offended by this? This is not new. It's not anything shocking. It's nothing that we haven't been through, and we've definitely been through worse. Again, her shit was not hitting on nothing. Like, she wasn't funny, and the only people that laughed were people that have a problem with black women.
So let me ask you this, right, Reese? From your perspective, your joint is messed up. From your perspective, what's up, B Love? How you doing? From your perspective and from your point of view, do you believe that black women have anything collectively that they could do better? And if so, what is it?
Of course, everybody could do better. I think how black women could do better is stop being male identified as a collective.
What do you mean by male identified? Because what do you mean by that?
Because we'll have women that will agree with the nonsense that Uncle Jeff just said. Things like that when we know that that's not true. Things like that that just.
What do you mean? What? That's easy. When she said stop being male identified, meaning women no longer need to be under the man's covering to get value. Basically, they want to take the male and just put fee. The woe and leave the man. They want to leave the man out. The man, a woman, they want to take that out, the man out of there, the man out of there. Woe to man. That's what woman means. And that's what women are being to us. So, yeah, that's it for tonight. That's it. That was all. But I want to say this to the black men. The war is on. Women are pushing for supremacy. The black women have taken over feminism more than white girls. And what the black women is saying, if you ain't supporting her ideology, she does not want your support. She cares more about the black men bowing down to her than you, the white girl, putting her face black. And that's that. Until next time.